Good morning, Cedar Springs. This is David. I hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. Today, I get to bring the devotional to you. Um, just to recap a couple thoughts from Chris Brandon on Sunday. He shared with us that we are to have confidence in these uncertain times, and we need to find some stability. Um, and that stability it'll only come from Jesus, our rock. Um, and so those are a couple thoughts that have been going through my mind this week. And I was thinking about, with all the busyness of life coming to a halt, all the sports and the recreation and getting together, the Sunday morning gatherings, all those things coming to a halt. And God's got some big plans for us, even through these times when things slow down a little bit. It's our chance to use this time to rest. And rest is a gift from God. So we need to really draw from that. My greatest encouragement from this week came from one of the Psalms. It was Psalms 23. Most of us have heard it before. Most of us know it. But I believe that it's a big deal for what we're going through right now. So I'll read it off for you. It's, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." And really, when I was reading this, I was thinking about that line that says, He lays us down in the green pastures. And it sounds more like he was forcing us to take that time to rest. That's what that time in the green pastures is for rest. And to be resting in his presence. And then going by still waters, that's like a time for feeding. God wants to feed us his word through that time too. He wants us to drink living water from him. And also he wants to restore our soul. He wants to return us to fullness of life and to have vitality in our lives. And it's all to reveal his character in us and through us to those that are around us. And so I highly encourage you guys during this time to make sure that you're taking that time and you're using it for God, using it to get to know him. And if we look at Jesus' life, in many instances, he would get away from the crowds. He would go up in the hills. He'd leave all that he was doing behind so that he could spend time with the Father. And God has afforded us this time right now to do that. It's a perfect opportunity. So I encourage you, stop what you're doing. If you're watching Netflix or you're spending too much time playing video games or whatever it is you do out there in your own home, make sure you're spending some time with God. He desires it. He wants it. He wants you. And hopefully you desire the same thing.